Let's see. I have arrived. Let me see. There I am. I need to figure out a way I can crop this. I feel like y'all see too much. Let me see. You see a little corner of my fridge. Let me turn the music down. 32. And actually, for a chunk of this, I'm going to have the music off. Let's see. We are multi-streaming today. And we're starting out in just chatting. So I don't know. I don't know how that's going to go. But then we're going to flip over to health and fitness. Breaking news. Oh no. Child death. Folks, this is America, folks. We got children dying of measles. Folks. But that's, this is somewhat good news. Zelensky to visit the White House this Friday. I'll be watching that very closely. We will not be talking about politics, but I did think about dedicating like a quick 20 minutes to like newsy type things, but only like either lighthearted stuff or like good stuff, you know what I mean? Which I consider that good, you know, even if that is politics. And then I think Macron, Emile from France visited already, and I think that went fine. He got to dunk on a little bit, and then I don't think the UK's prime minister has been here yet, but he's coming, and they're all gonna try to figure out the Russian-Ukraine conflict together, which is cool. Progress. But let me see. So that's coming up, and then, so we are not talking politics today, like I said. But today, what we are going to be doing is coughing, because it's dry in here. No, what we're doing today is I have a plan, I promise. We're doing some light reacting, just to kick things off. And then, let me see. No, I'll pull it up later. But we're going to be doing some light reacting, and then hopefully by the time I'm done, and that's just going to kind of be just a fun, like Twitch highlights, I guess, is what I would describe it. Or funny clips from the week. So we are going to do that, and then potentially some light news, if I need to vamp. But then I'm getting a really big grocery delivery, big surprise, which this is going to be my third time receiving groceries on stream. But today we are doing wellness content, which I think that'll be good, you know. So basically it's Wednesday today. It's basically my groceries for food for the rest of the week, and then some of it is for next week. So I think that'll be good to see. Some people might judge grocery delivery, but honestly, I'm a big impulse buyer. And even when you factor in the delivery fee, which is usually like $10, not the fee, the tip. Even when you factor that in, which today was a little bit more than 10 because I had a big order. But yeah, even once that's factored in, I'm still saving money. Because I'm not just getting a bunch of like random stuff that, you know, usually gets used, but sometimes it just sits. Like I'm like, oh, this is cool, and then I get it, but because I've never used it before, it's like not on my radar, and then I just like don't use it. So I feel good about that. That's gonna be kind of our transition at that point when I get that delivery. Only thing is I am gonna have to keep an eye out if they like have any questions for me or have to make any substitutions. I set it for, that's actually what I was doing during the starting soon screen. I was just setting like any substitutions for stuff. Yeah, it's a good one. So I was just setting substitutions so they don't like have to reach out. And then anything like I didn't absolutely have to have that they didn't really have a substitution for, I just I said to just refund it. But yeah, that's gonna be groceries for the rest of the week and some for next week. Especially if I end up doing a cooking stream Friday or Saturday. That's materials for that. And so I think altogether under $100 for 2 people for, I would say, about a week's worth of food, because it'll probably last me until like Wednesday, and I got snacks and stuff too. So I think that'll be good to just kind of see what kind of like variety of snacks I got, even like, so, you know, I don't know. Fitness people do grocery hauls all the time, and you know what? They still do grocery hauls. Like, I was looking last night trying to figure out what the meta is for fitness YouTube, and it's like largely the same. Like grocery hauls, recipes, healthy budget recipes, meal prep. It's a lot of that, and then it's a lot of rehashing, a lot of like not old, but just rehashing a lot of like how to do certain exercises, whatever. So it really hasn't changed much. But I still need to figure out how to make that interesting enough to watch on stream or on a VOD, where I try to figure out the meta of YouTube, fitness YouTube. But we're not doing that today. But so we're doing, light reacting, maybe some news if I need to vamp, and then groceries, and then that's kind of our transition point. And then the part I think will be fun, it's either going to be fun or it's going to just be super quick, but we're going to go on TikTok, and I want to see, so I'm going to be on a fresh account, and I want to see how long it takes for me to find fitness or wellness misinformation. I think that'll be fun. So it's like 99% fresh. I did go on it like last night to just like see if that was like a viable thing to do on stream. Like, I'm like, okay, will it take long enough to be content? I'm thinking if that goes way quicker, because I was like scrolling through, and like, you know, I was getting distracted because of the ADHD experience. I was getting myself distracted, and then I was like stopping on videos to watch them, and I'm sure that messed with the algorithm. So so I'm anticipating that being a thing, and so it might make it easier, might make it harder. I did stop on like a political video, because I was like, I wonder what this is gonna be, and then it was like, okay, I don't need to watch any more of these. So I was going through, and the same creator kept popping up, and I was like, no, no thanks. There is no room at the inn, aka my TikTok algorithm, to freaking watch that. So let me pull up chat. I have chat here. I have chat here, but let me see. That is the only funky thing today, because I am multi-streaming. I might be watching a lot of, actually, yeah, that'll work. So let me do that. I might be watching a lot of the content today, like through OBS, which to a lot of you, that means nothing, but it's not like the best way to consume content. It's very like, you know, it's like, you know what it's like? It's like watching a movie on a plane, like through the seats over somebody's shoulder, like watching a movie that way. That's what it's like. So you're like, I could move my camera and show it, but I don't want to. But that way I can just access chat at all times. My other option, yeah, just because like people on YouTube are very transient, so they might like pop in, say hey, and then leave. So I don't want to catch them when they come in, if they come in. Whenever I hear like any noise from my neighbors upstairs, like no matter what it is, I'm just like whiling. It's like just every time I'm like, no matter what. Okay. Let's see. So we are good. Yeah, right now I'm in just chatting, but I'm going to flip over into, I think negative 32 is good. That's what I have the decibels set at. For the desktop is negative 32. I might turn it up a little bit. Yeah, I'll probably turn it up a little bit when I start reacting. Let's see. Because I think she's like moving stuff. Not to expose her, but I think she's moving stuff around. Which a lot of people do that. I'm actually not. Like once I have my furniture, my decor set up, I like don't move it. And I've been informed that that's actually kind of unusual. But that's how I grew up. That's what my parents did. They didn't move anything around, you know what I mean? That's how my parents did it. That's how their parents did it before them. Before them, that's how their parents did it. So we are watching these. I feel good about watching these, and I'd like to react to more stuff. I feel bad about reacting to stuff because I feel like it's lazy and I'm still pretty new. But then I pop into like other streamers doing stuff and they're reacting to like Joe Rogan. like a whole podcast episode, or like they're watching like TV. And I'm like, I need to stop feeling bad about this. If I had more time, I would do a little bit of both. I would do a little bit of that and then toggle over to gaming, but I don't have time. Maybe one day if I can start waking up earlier. Oh, let me make sure I'm live on YouTube, by the way, and then you know what? I'm going to make sure I'm live on YouTube, and then I'm going to, I need to post in the Discord that I'm going live. Ooh, what's this? Drama? Drama. when you load up your YouTube and it's just immediately drama. Let me see. View channel. All right, I'm live. Fantastic. Over at youtube.com/ I think Taylifs. So let me see. So I got that. Let me just pull up Discord. Actually, you know what? How do I want to do this? We'll toggle over to the full cam. You'd see the lovely table where I set everything, but I hate the full cam, dude. Just because this camera is very bare bones and I look weird. That's all there is to it. Let me go. And my hair looks weird in this camera. I don't know what it is. Not to like, not to complain. I'm not fishing either. It does look weird. My hair, like, for whatever reason on camera, it just looks really, on this camera, it just looks really stringy. Like, I've made the joke before, I look like Asmongold. Asmon girl. Let me go channel, copy. Let me go back so it doesn't start playing, making noise. Okay, and then Discord. Self. I meant to do this too. Before. Dude. I'm not used to. Where? Self. There we go. I'm not used to using. Can I view it? I'm not used to using Discord on the desktop, but I feel like it's a little bit easier. And wellness content today, if you're in that kind of thing. Some reacting and wellness content today. Okay. Yeah, that is what I am doing. All right, cool. All right, now we're good to go. To be fair, I've done a few streams even earlier on where I was like, oh, I'm gonna do X on stream. I was like, it'll be fine. It won't take long. And then like, it's 20 minutes of me just like staring at my phone because I failed to plan. You know what I could have done is just this. Just flip over to that. Cool. Cool. All right. Now we're good. Let's see. Oh no, I have to freaking. So we're gonna start with this one. We're gonna watch both because I want to catch up. So that I'm only doing one of these a week. So I can turn the volume up a little bit. -24 will be good. And then let's see, toggle back over.
Can't drive. Yo, this is why you don't sneeze and drive, okay?
Still, my real suck.
Yeah.
They were so good.
I feel like that's what a lot of people feel like is going to happen if they sneeze when they drive. Like, just Jesus take the wheel, basically.
Drive, okay?
Still, my real suck, bro. They were so good. Like, why do I get this on my For You page? Why?
You're responsible for your own For You page.
You know,
Expose
what
her.
kind of position makes the ugliest baby?
Position like
Like
that?
like that. Like that.
I don't know. Doggy? I don't know. What?
Ask your parents.
Are you serious?
No,
That's
I get it.
messed up.
I get it.
That's Bradley. I shoot Bradley. Bradley near point. I see Bradley. I shoot.
God damn it.
Is this
I thought
toast?
that was a fucking guy, bro. Okay.
I was
No.
driving, I saw this
I don't
homeless
even. Oh, he just
person,
shot at a plant.
And so I went to the left lane to like pull over and give him money. I give him money.
Oh,
He
unhoused
goes,
person.
Thank you. I'm like, no problem. And he's just like, drive safe now. And I'm just like, you too.
No, I mean,
You
course
too.
Of course I've been hearing
Oh.
the news.
You know what? It happens.
It's crazy.
I think I watched this one already.
I mean, I guess the only solace I can take is that there's not like some stupid comedy show making light of all the tragedies or our profession. You know, that people are taking this kind of thing seriously, that it's a serious threat to public safety, and that, you know, no one's really like making light of the gravity, the seriousness of these, honestly, like,
I think I watched this one already.
really horrific airline tragedies.
Mayday, mayday! My pee-pee stuck in the controls.
At least try to finish
Yeah.
the wings.
Let's see. It's par for the course.
Flash milk on you?
Yeah. I mean,
I watched this one.
No?
Yeah, you
Oh
did.
my god, no, the Ravens.
Okay, so we're only behind one. I thought we were behind two. I could have sworn it. No, we're only behind one. Okay. Well, and also it didn't have the... It didn't show that I watched it. Like, it didn't have the little watch bar. But that's also not familiar to me. All right, hang on. Hang on. Yeah, I know I have my camera in the wrong spot.
And give
Let's
him
just
money.
scrub through here.
Light of all the tragedy.
So I remember that.
Not the top, not the top. Oh!
Wait, the Raven just shit on the wing.
No, I did watch this.
I think there's a cleanup on aisle. Will you be my Valentine?
I'm 15.
Oh, shit. Not the top, not the top, brother. Oh, no.
Why is she in a college? Why is she in a college?
We gotta go.
Why is she
Italy.
What, did she come out of somewhere that would give him the impression she was
I can't really.
older?
The languages are really North Sydney Community Center.
This is Australia.
This has to be South America.
I have no
No,
money.
okay.
I have no armor. I have nothing.
Nothing.
I am so fucking broke and poor.
I got you.
Life is fucking hard.
In the game, right?
Can I sell nudes or something?
Happy Valentine's Day. Of course, Happy Valentine's Day. Of course. Happy Valentine's Day. You have to be blessed. Okay? Bro, I just walked in sand in my trophy room once.
Yeah, girl.
What?
You ever been to the beach?
Yeah, my coffee. It's perfect. It's not supposed to be. It's not supposed to be perfect. You know what I'm saying? It's not,
What are they doing? What happened?
Stay back. I'm not catching whatever's on your head.
Easy. He's so godlike.
You mean a god gave you that face? Touched your soul and everything?
That's right.
Never seen one of your kind before.
You're one to talk.
Always heard folks
Knife
say
here.
blessed. Looks more like a curse to me.
Got. Oh, dang.
Okay, what is
It's
this
tough.
one here?
What is this?
What is this one here? I don't know what
That's
this
like, I've seen that before.
is. Am I wearing?
Okay, I reacted to this one last time. I've seen that before where that meme where people are like when you make a goofy like character or character design or outfit choice and now you're stuck with it in all the cutscenes. I get it. I've been there in the very few games I've played. I've been there. I saw this clip. You know what? But I think I watched this clip like vicariously through somebody else's channel. Yeah, like someone gave him their kids to borrow and they were like, why is Miss Kiff watching kids and why are they on stream?
You have to.
It is a little questionable.
You have to do the bare minimum if you're not going to season it.
Why is she in
What was
clown?
that sound?
Why is she in clown makeup?
Which is oh my fucking god. Bro. My stove just fucking shattered. Holy shit, chat. Chat, what do I do? Oh my god. Chat, look at this. I'm gonna heat it up so you guys can see. My
Don't
stove
heat it
is
up!
fucking shattered. What the fuck?
Turn it off! God. As someone who has one of those stoves and isn't stupid, turn it off!
How many DMC strikes do you have now? Well, I had 0 strikes, and I got 1 strike. But they've done a new thing. It was a long time since I got a strike last time. Now, you get to attend Twitch Creator Camp. And they teach you all about DMCA and copyright protection. And then there's a quiz in the end. And that quiz was hilarious. It was like, which of these things is not okay? A, discussing a film or a movie or a show that you watched
Or
with
just
your chats.
watching it.
B, playing music on stream that you yourself did. Or C, watching and showing Avatar on your stream while eating popcorn.
Avatar specifically.
But anyway, once you finish that camp, they remove your strike. So I'm back on 0 strikes. So what do you guys say? Should we just boot up Lord of the Rings?
That's like, dude, that's like driving. Like especially if you're young, if you get a pretty like gnarly violation, yeah, they just send you to a little class for the day. So I'm pretty positive I've reacted to this before. However, there are some of these, I don't know if it's because of how quickly they go. There are some I genuinely don't remember. I'm willing to bet I'm reacting to different ones than last time. So we'll let it ride. We're already well over halfway, so we'll blow through the remaining 3 minutes and then.
Thank you. Arigatou
I have one of those.
Wait, this is good.
Dude. She asked for that?
Do you not
She had
ever
to.
exercise? Should you exercise? What's your diet like? Are you substance abusing?
I think you have the videos. Is that?
Oh, it didn't work, did it? I hit the wrong
Oh
button.
no.
I tried to be cool about it. I was like the guy from.
No, that was even funnier.
I was like the guy who's like, you really have to leave.
I wouldn't say Americans are idiots about crumpets. I would say they're idiots about politics, but not about crumpets.
I think both. No? Crumpets.
One crumpets video, please.
Oh,
Can
without
we watch one
politics?
crumpets video,
Me
please?
booting into the stream today.
WTF is a crumpet. Not WTF is going on with global politics and everyone's opinion every time, every place, everywhere, no matter where your standing is. Can we just stop? I just want to know what a crumpet is, man.
Yeah, no. People can make the content they want. You just watch somebody else. That's the difference, babes. You just watch somebody else. I don't recognize a lot of these. This one, it sounds like he was getting. It sounds like he was like getting a physical done or something. Let's see.
All right. Man.
Testing. Donald Trump is a fucking piece of.
All right.
Where's the shirt? I don't know where to find it.
It is always really interesting to me how like invested other countries are in our politics. Canadians, I guess they are directly affected, huh? They have to share a border with us, and they have been whiling lately, talking about trying to annex Canada, which would never work. I think they could teach us a thing or two. And then, with us giving them tariffs and stuff, which I don't even know if we've like followed through on or what. But they're kind of stuck with it. But I do hate when I just hate when Canadians like do deep commentary on like our society, mostly our society, but also like our politics. I'm like, you're a tourist, like the great poet Future once said, you're not a gang member, you're a tourist. And then the UK, like specifically Great Britain, they like to talk about our politics a lot, which I'm like, oh. I think they still largely have a better situation. I mean, they still have their issues, and you're across the pond, babes. You ain't gotta worry about you gotta worry about it.
Where's the shirt? I don't know where to find it. Oh my god.
What?
Oh my god, I burnt. Oh my god.
Oh,
Cheer 1,000 bits.
Oh my god.
that sucks.
Oh fuck. That's coming out of the deposit. Oh fuck.
Oh jeez. Oh dang.
Wawa has taken the reign. She's taken us all the way to Taichung to the Shenxianju, and we're on the way. That's dangerous. That's very dangerous.
Fucking dumbass!
Anyways, guys, we're having a beautiful day and a beautiful drive here on the way.
We're having a beautiful day, beautiful time.
We're having a beautiful day and a beautiful drive here on the way to Taichung, guys.
Fucking asshole. Oh
And
my
I cannot
god.
wait to get to the mountain. So if you guys just
Holy shit, that guy just. You know how crazy that is, Chad. You guys, you missed it. You should have showed Chad, and Chad will agree that this guy is a fucking race.
Dude, come on. fine. Oh, little baby. Little baby. Oh, it feels so good. Look at that rat. Look at that rat having the time of its life. Alright. Yeah, you always end with a wholesome one. You always know. You know that's how it goes. Alright. This one for sure I have not seen. And surely I have not seen clips of elsewhere yet. In all my other viewings. In all my other viewership. Ships. My viewerships.
Look at this game. What is it?
You know, I have not felt like being like, is it?
What is that?
That's just the ancient not texts because it's not.
Look at this game. What is it?
You know, I have not felt like being like, is it?
Everyone has to see that clip at some point.
What is that?
Just see Rob.
Oh my god. Mr. Simp, my favorite dancer, heart, $50. Oh my god.
Hell yeah. That's all you gotta do for 50?
Herbmon has rated with 32 viewers. We apologize for what you are about to experience.
Thank you much, Herbmon. Hope you had a good stream.
StarCraft mentioned. Oh, how exciting. I wonder if he streams mostly StarCraft. Because that's the Brood War in the back, and then... What is that? That's Tekken 2? Oh, I love it. Because I played... The games I played growing up was a lot of... mostly Tekken, me just mashing buttons because I was like 10. And computer I played StarCraft.
Thank you much, Herbmon. Hope you had a good stream. Hope to play with you some soon.
Ace Mario's cock was fully engorged as his girthy, thick, and hairy member entered his brother Luigi's...
Dude, what the fuck?
Artosis had still not learned
What
his
is-
lesson, as skipping that last message made Mario's dick grow to a size not seen before by man. His dick was now...
Oh my god.
No! Why is it Danny DeVito?
Oh my god.
Unfortunately for Artosis skipping that last perfectly, okay, an appropriate Tangia message only made Mario's dick get even harder.
That must be just like a... That must just be like a snippet of like fan fiction. You love to see it. She's just gonna hit it. Or yeah. You already know.
I got you guys. Be careful. I got you guys. Do not trip. I got you guys. Don't let go. Be careful. Chad, are you ready? A little bit higher. I want to go
Much higher. I wish.
Oh.
Oh, look at these mates. Oh.
Is that just the camera he dropped?
Hello, mommy.
No, that's a man.
This is baddie. Yas, bitch. Oh. 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 Oh.
Yeah. You like how I clocked it immediately? I guess it's just all the drag content I watch, and not, you know, not a man, but probably someone assigned male at birth. Maybe it's the hair. Maybe it's, you know what I think? I think it's the length of the hair. I don't know. I'm like, no, it's a man. Or someone born a man.
Yas, bitch. Oh. Oh. Oh.
You can. It's still Yas, bitch. Like, it's okay.
Bro, 5 FPS.
Brain lag.
Somebody help!
That just really tickle him good.
60, and this is weird to me. I'm not
Alright,
used
soda.
to this.
people knowing what streamers are, but it's pretty normalized. And she's like, oh, you got that streamer money. I'm like, oh, cool. You know what streamers are. I don't have to explain it. She's like, oh, don't you worry. Kai Cenat and Mr. Beast paved the way for you. And I won't lie, I wish I just didn't even take out money that day.
One of those is accurate.
Isn't that right?
Well, even, I don't know, paved the way. I would say made mainstream. I would say Kai did a lot, if not, did a lot of the work to make it mainstream for sure.
88. What's that? 88 times 1. That's surely enough.
The crisp frost clung to the thick shrubs as dawn broke. Birds chirped softly, perched on twigs, while the cold mist drifted through dense woods. Each sound echoed sharp and clear in the still air.
That's good. Did a good job.
Fuck.
Dutch. Yeah. I mean, if I had to, like,
What the fuck?
check.
What?
100%?
What?
That's crazy.
100% Dutch? Are you
Yeah.
serious?
Yeah, if it was like gun to my head, what is this? And like I didn't know Yoda, I would guess Dutch or something like it, some Scandinavian.
Squeeze, you have the perfect thumbnail right now. That's really bad.
Oh, it's just Diddy.
Dude. Are you seeing this shit?
Oh, stuff falling?
Okay, I'm gonna go down there, take a photo of me getting killed by this guy. It'll go crazy.
What would you say at the start of this my rank would currently be if I played?
Basically, I did a ranking while I was watching you. First, you've got installing the game, then managing your settings. You were in between those two.
Shut the fuck up, man! There is no way! No way! Not after the. I almost beat Insane Fox!
What do you think?
Just saying he's bad.
Looks good. Okay, and then where do you dump it out usually? I can do it for you. Okay, thank you.
Oh, did she?
Is there anything else you need? Let me know. Nothing else? Do you need any dishes cleaned or anything? I don't think you want to do the dishes. No. We can't do that. Can't do the dishes? Okay.
Yeah.
After you're finished?
I don't know. Did she like spill something or break some glass? And she was like, "No, I got it."
Exfoliate your face with this. Yeah, it's actually like it's for your face.
No, it's not.
No, I already. Yeah. You can like, no. You have to lean back and then just like exfoliate the face. Yeah. Nobody knows this. Nobody knows this.
If y'all don't want no motherfucking problems, I promise y'all, get the fuck out, get the move. Oh shit. Get the fucking move. Y'all got 15 minutes to be off of the property. I said I want problem. And y'all asked what we hit with the truck basketball. So I advise y'all to get the fuck off the property.
Dude, like clips like it's a lot of the. Oh, what are they called? It's a lot of the. No, wait, I got this. No, hang on. I used to be able to do it. Closer to award season, it's not this. This, you know what this is? You know what this is? Let me see. Let me pull up OBS. You know what this is? I know this isn't FaZe, but that's Spy Kids. I think that's Spy Kids too. No, it's this. No, it's like this. I forget. I could do it closer to award season. They were up for a lot of awards. But yeah, it's mostly FaZe Clan clips that I'm like, I need context. Like I could totally see a situation where they would need to be like kicked out of a place. But what were they doing?
I unban this person.
If you give the sub, you.
How do I unban this?
So this is X's stream, right? Yeah.
How do I unban this person?
If you gift a sub, you
Gift a sub.
Yeah,
Oh, so I could just gift them a subscription. All right, yeah. if I
No,
gift
that's
them-
not.
gift them
No,
a
you
sub.
just there's a
And how mu-
command for unban, unless this guy just
gift a
doesn't know.
subscription. How many months? We'll give them a month. We'll give them a month for free. We give them a month for free. And
Does
pay
that
$7.99.
does that unban them? I feel like you can still sub and be banned.
All right, so we just gave. So we gave them. It says complete purchase. Where do? Tell me how to do this.
Well, it says here.
Okay.
Help
All right,
this
so
help
PayPal?
this old man.
It's X's PayPal, right? So we put it on
Help
X's
Peepaw.
PayPal. Or is it Visa?
I feel like I'm an
PayPal.
accomplice.
All right, no, it's fine. It's fine. So let's unban somebody. Show me how to unban. Okay, agree and continue. So we just gave that person a free subscription.
That guy will have a month.
Can we? Do you know how to give multiple people free subscriptions?
Multiple people free subscriptions. Just fully not. Hold on. What am I?
It's like I've licked the bottom.
Free subscriptions.
What are they eating? What's happening?
Licked the bottom of the food bin.
What is it? Is that like fish? What is that? Did they like try cooking their own fish like outside or something? Oh, just take it out of your mouth.
Power on like pacing things out like that. I'm just gonna do it as it is. Like whatever happens. That's how I'm gonna do everything. But like to be fair, I get it. Like it's like, oh, I really like watching this, so I want to see him do every single quest. That'd be sick, right? What the?
Why the hell have
Steak and Eggs Pod, are they still making content? We'll check after this. Oh.
This is weird, right?
Ooh. Yeah. I mean, I tell my cat she has a cute little butt all the time, but oh.
There's so many pictures of testicles.
Yeah, the little jingle bells in particular.
Thank you very much, not random, for letting me stool. Okay, fine, I'll crack the egg. Okay, I'm getting bullied by a first-time chat. Okay, that's when you know it's serious. He used an exclamation mark and everything. Okay. Bite into it first to see if it's fresh.
Yeah.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
Oh. What a question.
No, Stans, no. Stans, no. Stans, no, why? Stans, why? Stans, no. Stansy.
Hey, Julia!
What a crash out.
Smells bad.
What an absolute crash out. That is a good question because, like, yeah, on one hand, Ludwig paid for it. I actually didn't even see this, and I watched a lot of Promise Week. I fully did not see this. I wish I'd seen what chat was doing. But that is the question. Like, yeah, he paid for it, and I think it was like $400, but he barely helped build it, and like Stans did way more of the work to build it. Oh my gosh! But he just tore it down. I would have like grabbed it and been like, oh, so if I break it, you'll help me repair it, and then just kind of, or just like, you know, who built it? But yeah, so whose is it? And this is Stans' house, so it's like, whose is it? You know. It feels like if you're, I hate to say it, feels like if you're like a sperm donor and like So it's like, whose kid is it? The one who made the donation or the one who actually raised the kid?
What? Stop fucking touching. I can touch my Ferris wheel.
It's not your Ferris wheel. Who built it?
No.
Yeah, he was pushing it.
Stans, no.
He was really pushing it.
No, why? Stans, why? Stans, no.
Stans, no.
Stansy.
Hey, Julia! Your breath smells bad. Also, your stunts aren't that impressive. Also, your hair looks like broccoli. Cool. Have you seen it to my face, bitch? Wait, what? Have you seen the door's locked! The door's locked! The door's locked!
That's a... No! Not the skirt! That is a really... Oh my gosh, 2 Tyler 1 clips today. That's a really good model. That's a really good model. And the way it reacted to her getting dragged, her skirt flying up, that's so funny.
Ah, it is your destiny. You must defeat Baron Geddon again when the time comes.
A World of Warcraft.
All right, bro. Thank you so much for
Stay
these.
safe.
Stay safe yourself.
We miss you, friend. Get 260 soon.
Ooh, soon. Yeah.
Well, when the time is right.
Bro character. I thought they normally end with an animal clip. All right, another good one, another banger. All right, breaking news. Child death again, which I've seen it. Okay.
Stream right there.
I'm pretty sure that's all it was. Oh, I got autoplay on. Is that what that is? Oh, there was something I was gonna. Oh yeah. Do they even still do the pod? 2 weeks ago, he was still on the pod.
Well, guys, here we are at, if you can believe it or not, a World War II museum. And we're going to take a look around. We actually have...
World War II. Man, that's crazy. Let me see videos. Okay, 12 days ago. 12 days ago and then 2 weeks ago. He like announced that he's not... Weird. Yeah, he like announced that he wasn't in OTK, I think a while ago, and then he just confirmed it, I think, like in the past week. I think is what happened. Okay, so here is the deal. Here's the deal. Let me actually... We'll go back. Let me see. Home. We'll turn the music down too. Dun, 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 dun. Turn it down on my end too. So I don't get distracted. So, okay, here's the deal. Uh-oh, guys. My Dasher's a man. The person doing my grocery shopping is a man. We know what that means. Ladies. Ladies, I think it'll be fine. I figure, you know what, it's Aldi too. There's only like so many places to find things. I would be worried if it were like a bigger store, but no, it's a genuine thing. You know, people with different upbringings are different, and I feel like if you don't grow up, and I don't know this person's life, but I am in the South. If you don't grow up being responsible for, if I do this, I'm checking my watch for a notification. If you don't grow up being super familiar in the store, having to go to the store once a week, being responsible for that part of your let's say your daily life or your household or whatever, you're just, I don't know, I feel like you're just not, you know, it's like learning a new game, you know what I mean? Will we start an order, LOL? Yeah. Oh, that's funny. I got Robbie to share his account with me. He just texted me that he saw the notification. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. I think it's gonna be another, let me see. Time for them to shop and get here. It is not getting here before 4. There's no way. So that might be the last thing that I do. That might be the last thing I do. And I think we'll go ahead, we'll transition to the fitness portion of today. Which means, you know what I need? I need like a transition screen. Kind of like what Squeaks has for like when I'm kind of in between things. Let me see, because here's what I'm gonna do. We're gonna go back to full cam. Sorry. I guess I didn't give you a warning soon enough about the jump scare. Let me see. So here's what we're gonna do. Let's see. I'm going to change. Actually, you know what? You know what, even... I'm gonna come back. I'm actually just gonna do this. And I'm also gonna scoot back. Well... No, I have to stay over here because we have another YouTube video to watch. Okay. Let me go ahead. I actually kind of prefer changing the category on my phone. I don't know why. Emails, anything important? No. It's never anything important. Okay, edit info. This is all the same, except we're gonna change. We're gonna flip over to fitness. Fitting these tacos in my mouth. Oh. Fitness and health is tagged as IRL. We are not IRL. I guess that fits though, because usually when I am in the health and fitness category, I'm usually cooking in the kitchen, which is in real life. It's in my real life. No, we'll go ahead. We'll flop over some wellness content and reacting. I think that's fine. Yeah, I think that's fine. Okay. Oh my gosh, my phone is already at 30%. I might have to go grab my... I forget what I was gonna say. Okay. So, here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna go ahead, I'm just gonna switch over to the other video I had prepared for us today. Actually, now I'm gonna switch back to me. Back to you, no, back to me. Hopefully this doesn't take too long. I am gonna go ahead and switch account. Oh, I could do, no. Let me think about this. No, I'll go ahead, I'm gonna add an account. That's the only problem is because it's all connected to Google. Hopefully, because I kind of want to make this, yes, it's me. I kind of want to make this account. No, I don't want to do any of that. Okay, cool. Let me actually confirm that it was me in my email. Dude. I don't know how to change the setting, but like, My email notifications on Gmail are so annoying. Okay. So, now I can flip back. I kind of want to make this alt kind of just like a fitness. Yeah. Just kind of like a fitness current events thing, because then that helps me like filter, that gives me like a filtered algorithm for these things that'll help me with making content, whether that's React content or help me oh no, it's just me, dude, or help me figure out like the meta and whatnot. So that's kind of why I wanted to log into. And I've already watched some fitness content on this one. So that's what I'm kind of thinking. If TikTok it's too quick to achieve what I'm trying to achieve, which is trying to see how many TikToks it takes to get to fitness misinformation. If that's too quick, then I'm going to try it on Shorts too. Obviously this isn't like a fresh account, but whatever. Let's see. So now the video I wanted to watch, because this one seemed more, and actually I can turn my desktop audio back up. Hopefully it's loud enough. I might watch it back at some point. But I felt like this video, not all of Jeff's content is like conducive for live streaming or just
as jacked.
I would say live streaming, because I can make React content about any of these really. But for stream content, yeah, not all of these. And that's because a lot of them are very dry, very sciencey. But this one looked fun to do. I did like it because, so obviously this is based off of like Mr. Beast. This is, like the I paramotored over the pyramids. Let's see. Fight for 250K. Interesting. I haven't seen one. So yeah, 1 versus $500,000 experiences. He's done 1 versus $100 million car. I think that's 100 million. Yeah, 100 million. This is like 1 versus $1 billion yacht. So that's what it's based off. But the wording of this is kind of funny,
just as jacked,
because you're just kind of like, I need to turn autoplay off also. The autoplay's gotten me in trouble on stream before, just because I'll be like fully talking while a video is playing in the background. But the wording is kind of 10 versus $10,000 bodybuilding. It's like you're going to the store and you're like, I'd like to buy 1 bodybuilding, please. That's how the title reads, and I can't believe he didn't change it, because that's what a lot of YouTubers do. And I don't know if fitness YouTubers are that like plugged into like, I don't know, little odds and ends like that. But yeah, that's something a lot of creators will do, is they will they'll change the title and or thumbnail like after a video has been going for like an hour. I think usually just depending on how well it's performing. Oh, we don't need a full screen.
$10 a day versus 10.
There we go.
Can you get just as jacked?
Yeah, I kind of like theater mode for this, because then you can still kind of see, like, you can still see the title. It's not taking up all of the screen. I just kind of like it. If you see a lot of pop-ups coming like that, it's because I'm constantly toggling between OBS, because I do not have 2 monitors, and that's the only way I can like actually check chat, is if I do that, or if I have it pulled up on my phone. But I'm multi-streaming today, so we have to be a little bit more, we have to put a little bit more thought into it, because I would hate to. I've had it where I'm multi-streaming and I miss like a YouTube chat or vice versa. So I'm trying to be diligent. All right. Oh, let me turn this back up for me. so I can hear him. Na 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 na.
Spending $10 a day versus
My gosh, he just starts the video immediately. I'm like missing the first second every time.
Can you get just
Can
as
you
jacked
get-
spending $10 a day versus $10,000 a day? It's a good question. Back when I was competing in bodybuilding, I had to build my physique on a strict budget. But plenty of pro athletes and celebrities swear that their expensive, luxurious routines are the key to their physiques.
LeBron spent $1 million on his body.
I still like the concept for the video. It's very different. It is very different. One, these are athletes. I mean, bodybuilders are athletes. I feel fine saying that. Bodybuilders are athletes. Powerlifters are athletes. CrossFitters are definitely athletes. But they're not athletes in the same sense. They are not having to be athletic on a weekly to daily basis. Like the movement, the level of athleticism required for bodybuilding is very different, for one. And then two, the ones really dumping the money in are either super high impact athletes, like a running back, or even like, you know, there's a good bit of impact involved in basketball because you're constantly like sprinting. I don't know a ton about basketball, but you're constantly jumping, sprinting, throwing, and you have to be quick and you're stopping and like turning on a dime, which requires like pounding on a hard wood surface. So it's a lot on your joints, but then also a lot of, and I'm just speaking generally, a lot of the athletes really dumping money into their athletics, their fitness, their bodies are older. So like LeBron, who is over 40. How old is LeBron? Okay, he is 40. Is he going to be? Yeah, he's going to be turning 41 this year. And then I think the other one was Derrick Henry was the other, like, yeah. That was the other one. Now he's 31, but 31 is like decently old. It's getting up there in football, but then that's super old. And also forgive my chair, it's very creaky, but that is super old. It's like a dinosaur he's a dinosaur in running back years, just because of how high impact that position is. So they are usually older and or top level athletes, or and or getting old, or a combination. So I just kind of wanted to add that that little piece into it. But I think Jeff watches basketball. I'm sure he's aware of that fact, and he might even say it at some point.
Swear that their expensive, luxurious routines are the key to their physiques.
LeBron spent $1 million on his body a year.
$1 million on his body?
So in this video, I'm running a 2-day experiment. On Monday, I'll have just $10.
Derek is not spending nearly that much. I want to say he's spending like around like $250K a year, which is still, but they play less games. You know, they're playing in a regular season, I think 17 versus, you know, a bunch in basketball. I think they play like 80 games a year. How many games a year in NBA? 82. All right, I remember it being like half of baseball, because then baseball is like 160 or something, 162. I think. Now, $10 a day is still like, no, I guess that is pretty modest. Because I mean, like, so gym membership, I mean, you can put on a good bit of muscle at Planet Fitness. There is obviously there's a point where you're not you do hit a wall at a place like Planet Fitness, but you get a decent gym membership for like $20 a month. But then that puts you at $280. So that puts you at like $70 a week. In this economy. Oh, hang on. Hang on. Oh, did my cam go out? What the heck? What the heck? Dude. Ugh. This is like the third stream in a row. This camera's gone out on me. What's going on, girl? Or did I accidentally? No. Ma'am. Excuse me. Let me see. Yeah, I guess. Hold on, y'all. This should just take a sec, unless... No, because it's like... Oh, what the heck? All right. Dang it, dude. We, like, just got into the video. I'm just going to unplug it, too. Hold on. Dang, this should just take a sec if the problem is what I think it is. Let me see. What the heck? Am I still connected to the internet? Yeah. About... Hey, you're still connected to the internet? Ugh. This is like halfway through, dude. If... Yes. Yes. Okay, screen little cam. Oh, you get to see my little... I don't even... Add existing? Would that be enough? Me and all your best friends. Droid cam and then... Dude. I don't know what happened. Shoot. Shoot. Let me see. Resolution. I do not know what to do. If I'm gaming, it's not a big deal. Because then I can just keep playing. But this is like a little bit different. And this is also like halfway through. Let me see. Let me try restarting this. And then discard. I might have to get rid of this like altogether. Man, let me go ahead while I'm working on this. Let me put on... Man, we like just got into this. That, or I might even... I don't know. Let me see. Let me try this again. That, or I might just continue and y'all can just listen to me, but... Oh! Oh. Maybe... This changed. Let me see. I just don't know why this changed like halfway through. Like that is so weird. Okay, droid cam. We'll add existing. Okay. Oh! Alright. Let me switch you. We're gonna switch you back to the back. Okay. Alright, cool. Different shape than I had before, which is weird because now it's square, but I'm not going to question it. Not going to question it at all. Okay, cool. Sorry. I had my mitts all over the camera, so I figured. Oh, and maybe this might be a setting I have to change. Bear with me, y'all. It should just be one more second, and then we can kind of get back into it. Let me see. This is weird. I don't know why it did this. Well, square's fine. I don't even need it to be. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. So let me hide you real quick while I get you back mounted. That's another thing, too, is, like, usually when it goes, I, like, hear a sound. But this one I just had to kind of see. Let me actually... All right, y'all. Let's see. I turned this off, right? Oh, jeez. Okay. Dude. It's like every time now I'm having camera issues. Okay. Some of it is on me. Usually. There we go. Okay. Whoa. I'm like way zoomed out now. Well, I'm not going to mess with it now. This is fine. Yeah, this is fine for now. Oh, you know what it is? Actually, hold on. I know what it is. I know what it is. I know why the cage bird sings. Unrelated. Let me see. Let's do... Well, I don't know. Is it going to let me do this? Oh. Oh. So let me see. Dude, I think I know what it's doing. Dang it, dude. I'm just going back. I shouldn't have messed with it. Y'all, if you have to go to the bathroom, if you have to grab a snack, now's the time. I will have everything back in like just a moment. Let me try this so I can do it without freaking resetting everything. Delete. Yes. Add. Oh crap, you know what? It's not even gonna work this time because I forgot to do what I had to do. No, I did it. Okay. No, yeah, no, it's just not working. God damn it. This is so frustrating. This is so stupid. Yeah, I think it just doesn't want me broadcasting in a higher... What is this? Yeah, I just think it... Oh, okay. Yeah, I think it just doesn't want me broadcasting in like a higher resolution. I guess it just decided it didn't want to. It didn't want to broadcast in anything higher. Let's try this. No. Oh. What about this? Okay. Okay. Stupid. Okay. Fine. I really do need to pay for this app. I just keep forgetting. That's why there's that watermark. Okay, cool. Awesome. I think we're back. So let me hide this again while I put it in place. Let's see. Oh. Dude, it's so annoying. Okay. Boop. Yay! All right, we fixed it. Ugh! I wish, I wish it would have done that like while I was like in between content. Like that would have been fine. Sorry, I bumped the mic. I apologize. Yeah, we're good. So we're gonna have to be in the top now. This should be fine. Okay. So sorry about that, guys. Jeez. Thank you if you stuck around, but we are gonna get right back into it. All right. So, yeah. You know what I should have done? I should have done this, but I don't know. I think people would prefer that there's something on the screen. But so I went into my whole spiel about how, a lot of the, athletes, what kind of athletes are actually dumping a ton of money into, into their physiques, into their just their sport. Let me see. Let's see. So it kind of went into that and then kind of calculated, okay, how much is $10 a day, especially after a gym membership. You can get an adequate gym membership for like $20. Enough to, really just enough to do what you're trying to do. So that's $20, but then that leaves you about $70 a week, which I think for one person being super diligent about their spending, I think that's possible. I think an argument could be had for like protein powder. I think, as long as you're picking a good brand, because then that's less money you have to spend on actual protein. But I would have to, you know what? You know how I realized I was, my camera went out? I was doing this. I was going to do this. I was going to flip it back over to me. And then, oh, what is this? Oh, Jim Bro's attacking my workouts. But that's 3 years ago. That's old shit. That's that old shit. I was going to do in this economy. Honey, no protein powder. Crap. In this economy, honey, that's how and I feel fine about it. My goofiness alerted me that my camera just decided to poop. So I feel fine about it. but yeah. Let's see. Let's get back here. Okay. So, yeah, $10 a day is definitely, but at the same time, $10,000 a day, that's excessive. It's obviously, that's 300, my math. That's 300,000 a month? How to build muscle. I'm super curious where this goes. Because I was going to say, obviously $300K, even for like a creator like Jeff with his backlog, I don't think that's a stretch for him. And actually, let me get chat back pulled up on my phone. Stream manager. There we go. Okay. All right, let's get back into it.
Athletes and celebrities swear that their expensive, luxurious routines.
Yeah, I went back a little farther than I needed to. Apologies.
Spend $1 million on his body a year.
$1 million on his body?
So in this video, I'm running a 2-day experiment. On Monday, I'll have just $10 for the entire day to cover all my meals and training costs. On that day, I'll be putting my best low-cost fitness tips to use. Then on Tuesday, I'll have $10,000 to spend on the most luxurious fitness protocols money can buy. On that day, I'll be hiring my own Michelin-trained celebrity chef, a world-class hypertrophy coach, and trying some experimental recovery techniques. And by the end of the video, you'll know exactly what's worth spending your money on and what isn't. Okay, so for my $10 budget day, I'm having 4 meals.
I don't know about this concept, dude. Because, not to like poop on it, because one, I think, it's just 2 days. But at the same time, so usually when like Mr. Beast does these kind of videos, it's usually a $1, $100 or $1,000, and then $10,000 or $100,000, and then so on. First of all, from the range from $10 to $10,000 is too much, in my mind. I think there's like, there's a lot in the middle. Yeah, let me read the comments when I'm done. But yeah, there's just a lot in between. But then also, so with this just being like a 2-day thing, which makes sense with the money being spent, I just don't, you're not going to be seeing any, like, you're not going to actually be like used to any kind of routine or any parts of the routine to where I feel like you can actually like come up with like a result or whatever.
And I want each meal to cost around $2. For my breakfast, I'm doing a low-cost, anabolic, peanut butter protein smoothie.
Yeah, there you go.
This whole
Okay,
thing
protein
only
powder.
cost me $1.50, and it has some really solid macros with 48 grams of protein. The reason it's so cheap is that milk and whey protein are some of the cheapest sources of high-quality protein. In prep for this day, I went
Skim
to
milk for
Walmart
sure
and made a list
because
of high-protein
not as many people
foods
want it.
ranked from cheapest to most expensive.
So the cheapest source of protein I could find is actually lentils. You can get 40 grams of protein from lentils for just 66 cents. The
That's
second
actually
cheapest source of protein is
that's
milk.
actually pretty consistent because I think, see, this is where it's good to have like an old head like me watching some of these because Meg squats. I don't know if I'm going to be able to find it. Yeah, cheap, healthy. She might go through it in this video. Yeah, how to shop on a budget. She breaks down like the cost per gram of protein or something like that per different protein sources. And I want to say lentils was the cheapest even back then. That was 5+ years ago, potentially over 5 years ago. So that's cool. I don't think she included milk, but I think, yeah, same thing. I think chicken breast was next up. That or black beans.
Milk. You can get 40 grams of protein from milk for just 81 cents. The third
Yeah, if you
source
can
of
tolerate
protein
it.
is chicken breast, offering 40 grams of protein for $1.07.
Protein powder comes in at the number 6 spot, but keep in mind that some of the sources on my list are a little too high in calories, so if you're cutting, I'd stick to the lower calorie sources highlighted in green. I made another list for carbs, and the top 3 cheapest
You know, so you
foods
pick and
were white
choose.
rice,
Like one meal you do eggs, one meal you do chicken
brown
breast.
rice, and oats. And bananas are the cheapest fruit. For healthy fats, the 2 cheapest options are sunflower seeds and peanut butter. Most nuts are pretty affordable too. So now it should make sense why I picked milk, peanut butter, whey protein,
Oh,
a
hold up.
banana, and some oats.
Oh no. Damn, okay. All right, that's a later problem.
For a low-cost, anabolic peanut butter protein smoothie.
Since this cost $1.50, that leaves us with $8.50 left for the rest of the day. And remember, that needs to cover 3 more meals, any gym costs, and supplements. Speaking of which,
I also took some basic supplements with my breakfast. 5 grams of creatine only cost me 15 cents, and this multivitamin only cost me 5 cents.
creatine is awesome because it's one of the most effective supplements, and it's also one of the cheapest supplements. If you buy creatine in
is.
bulk, you can get it super cheap. It
If
only costs
you
15 cents.
there's no reason to overpay for creatine. Just get creatine monohydrate. There's no reason to get any other kind. That's the best kind that you can, or that's the cheapest kind. Yeah, for like a thing of creatine monohydrate, you really shouldn't be paying much more than like $10.
You probably don't need a multivitamin as long as you eat a generally healthy diet, but I do still take one just to make sure I'm covered.
Yeah.
Okay, meal 2.
Multivitamins, another thing. I know I'm pausing a lot, but you know, it's my wheelhouse. I would say. And I got an email.
Cost $1.50. That leaves us with $8.50 left for the rest of the day. And remember, that needs to cover 3 more meals, any gym costs, and supplements.
So I got
Speaking of which,
I also took some basic supplements with my breakfast. 5 grams of creatine only cost me 15 cents, and this multivitamin only cost me 5 cents.
creatine is
Okay,
awesome
he's not
because it's one of
specifying what the
most effective
multivitamin
supplements,
is.
And it's also one of the cheapest supplements. If you buy creatine in bulk, you can get it super cheap. This only costs 15 cents.
You probably don't need a multivitamin as long as you eat a generally
Oh,
healthy diet.
Equate. So I like multivitamins for making sure that like you are covered. you are getting like a full spectrum. However, typically like a cheaper multivitamin like that is just going to have like a really big mix of low quality vitamins that like just aren't even, it's just not even worth it. I get that it's cheap, but like for example, most of them will rely on like magnesium oxide for their magnesium. Magnesium oxide is not very bioavailable for you. In fact, I mean, magnesium oxide bio. We'll see if the AI overview. Yeah. Yeah. 4% is what I was going to say, and this just confirms it. I'm sure it's different for different people, but yeah. Magnesium oxide typically, so if you took 100 milligrams of magnesium oxide, you will only be absorbing 4%. So, and it's a lot of that going on in a lot of multivitamins and a lot of cheaper ones. So, and then on top of it too, there's some supplements that like if you take them earlier in the day versus later in the day, they might have like, you know, it might be something that helps you sleep, like magnesium, like zinc, something that helps sleep that you're taking early in the day versus something that promotes like wakefulness, like a vitamin, like a B vitamin that you might be taking. Also, like if you take it at night, you might be taking it late at night. So you kind of have like, you know, conflicting side effects from some of the supplements taken, and then a lot of them are going to be pretty low quality, especially in a cheap multivitamin. I think if I had to make one, I would break it up into like morning and night if I were to manufacture like a multivitamin.
But I do still take one just to make sure I'm covered.
We're going to hit a point where I'm going to be pausing
meal
unless I
2
promise.
is my pre-workout meal, and for this meal, I'm doing a high-protein chicken wrap. It's easy to prep the chicken in bulk. The wrap should only take you a couple minutes to put together. You can also prep it the night before and take it to work with you.
Once again, I went for some of the cheapest foods on my lists. Chicken breast and brown rice with some spinach, cheese, salsa, sour cream, and of course, one large whole wheat tortilla.
This whole wrap?
Yeah, like wraps or quesadillas like that were like the go-to when I was first getting started.
$6.29 left for the rest of the day.
About 30 minutes before training, I'll have some kind of pre-workout caffeine. You can get a tub of a standard pre-workout supplement for about $30, which comes out to 50 cents per scoop.
Or you can have a cup of coffee for about 25 cents per serving, so about half the price.
A new study found that caffeine on its own was just as effective as a multi-ingredient pre-workout supplement. That means if you're on a budget, simple coffee might be your best option.
That's worth knowing, I think.
So super cheap. Each pill only costs about 5 cents. So
you could also just not be reliant on it.
I'll just have this cup of coffee. For training on a budget, there are gyms in the US and Canada that only cost $10 per month or 33 cents per day. In the US, you have Planet Fitness, Crunch Fitness, and 24-Hour Fitness. In Canada, you have Fit for Less and Planet Fitness. You could also work out effectively from home. A set of workout bands costs $40, and a pull-up bar costs $30. So for your first year of lifting, that would mean a workout from home would cost you about 19 cents a day. I personally don't like bands quite as much as free weights or machines, but they are cheaper and can still get the job done, especially if you're a beginner. I'd personally rather train at a gym with more options though, so I'm gonna hit my leg day at a Fit for Less.
If you are trying to get a quick workout in, you don't have to do a ton of sets. You can get in and out in 45 minutes and get a huge hypertrophy stimulus. Pick 1 or 2 exercises per muscle, do 1 or 2 sets for each of those exercises, push those sets all the way to failure, and you can get an amazing workout in a short period of time if you do that.
I had a great leg workout, and I definitely don't think you need a super expensive gym membership to make amazing gains. This workout only cost me 33 cents, which means I have $5.71 left for the rest of the day. Let's go back home and get in a post-workout meal.
So for my post-workout meal, I'm doing a simple turkey and veggie stir-fry. And for your post-workout nutrition, you're really not in any rush. So it's totally fine if you come home and have a solid whole food meal about an hour after training.
This whole meal cost me $2.83.
Yeah, my only 2 cents here is I would want it to be with chicken. Turkey stir fry sounds weird.
meals. This is my most expensive meal of the day, but also probably the most nutritious. For this meal, I just fried up some lean ground turkey and mixed frozen vegetables with soy sauce, brown rice, and an egg. You may have noticed that on my carbs list, veggies all look very expensive. But that's mainly because you need to eat so much of them to get a full serving of carbs in. A hack for knocking the price down is to buy them canned or frozen. Frozen veggies are sometimes even more nutritious than fresh veggies, especially if the fresh veggies have been sitting on the shelf or sitting in transport for a while. For the cost, this is an amazing, nutrient-dense post-workout meal with 46 grams of protein and some solid macros. By the way, I'm tracking all my meals for the day in MacroFactor.
MacroFactor costs $5.99 a month if you go for the annual membership, so that comes out to about 20 cents per day. I'm a part owner of MacroFactor, so I may be a bit biased, but I really do think it's the best nutrition app on the market. A nutrition coach can cost you $200 or $300 per month. $99 a month.
What's
if you go for the
this?
annual membership.
What's all this?
It's an amazing, nutrient-dense post.
I got to respond to an email and and we start up an ad read.
Workout meal with 46 grams of protein and some solid macros. By the way, I'm tracking all my meals for the day in MacroFactor.
MacroFactor costs $5.99 a month if you go for the annual membership, so that comes out to about 20 cents per day. I'm a part owner of MacroFactor, so I may be a bit biased.
All right, all right.
I think it's the best nutrition app on the market. A nutrition coach can cost you $200 or $300 per month. MacroFactor costs a tiny, tiny fraction of that, and it does actually coach you.
No. No, my coaching is a lot cheaper than 200.
Calories up or down over time.
It's not $6 though.
Like
it's about 10x
it also
that.
has the fastest food logger on the planet, and we've done experiments to test this. We'll also never
Okay.
serve you ads or
Okay. So we're in the middle of an ad read. I will ad read for myself. I do have some positions open. I have a lot of positions open, not a lot, but I have a few more positions open for nutrition coaching. I have some positions open for strength coaching. Then I have a couple positions open for personal training. Figured might as well get that in there.
And you'll get 2 weeks for free. So again,
While
my
we're at it.
post-workout meal cost me $2.83, which means I only have $2.68 left for the rest of the evening. All right, it's 8 p.m. and this is my last meal before bed. High-protein peanut butter dip with apple slices for dipping. I made the dip with Greek yogurt, peanut butter, and honey, and then on the side, I've got the apple slices with a pinch of cinnamon, and then a side of sunflower seeds. These are a great, healthy snack before bed. Remember, they are the very cheapest source of good fats, tied with peanut butter. This whole meal cost me $1.60, meaning that I managed to fit this entire day of fitness in, under budget, at just $8.92. Tomorrow, I'm gonna 1,000x my budget, and by the end of the day, we'll see if I think having $10,000 would help me get more jacked, or if $10 is just as good. See you in the morning. All right, I'm starting my $10,000 luxury day with something really freaky. This is a sensory deprivation float tank. It's my first time ever trying one. The way it works is the water has a super high concentration of salt, so your body feels completely weightless. The water is also set to skin temperature, and the pod is dark and soundproof.
I think my groceries are here. I'm actually gonna knock it back too. I just went ahead and finished replying to that email. Okay, so let me look at the summary. Okay, I am glad that he factored this into the cost. And I'm glad he broke down the cost of the gym memberships. Let's see. Yeah, looks good. Let me see. Yeah, supplements, meals.
Fitness in under budget at just $8.92.
$8.92.
Tomorrow, I'm gonna 1,000x my budget, and by the end of the day, we'll see if I think having $10,000 would help me get more jacked, or if $10 is just as good. See you in the morning. All right, I'm starting my $10,000 luxury day with something really freaky. This is a sensory deprivation float tank. It's my first time ever trying one. The way it works is the water has a super high concentration of salt, so your body feels completely weightless. The water is also set to skin temperature, and the pod is dark and soundproof. The sensory deprivation is supposed to help your muscles and your brain completely relax.
Yeah, I've heard of the sensory deprivation tanks, and I feel like I've heard that they're pretty freaky to be in. I feel like I would just... I feel like I could not handle it. I cannot be just that alone with my brain, with my thoughts. But I'm sure he'll describe it here in a sec. I am going to grab my groceries. Y'all, I was not paying too much attention to like my notifications. I don't think he had to sub out anything. It's like Aldi just updates their inventory really well. But let me see. Can you even? Yes, perfect. So all of this was under $100, and it's about 27 items. So less than $4 an item. And that's including the tip. I don't include the fees just because I would be paying sales tax if I bought it through the store. And I'm sure that's factored into the pricing too, but I feel like they negate each other. Kind of like, you know, if you're to order at a restaurant versus pay a delivery person to bring you something, you'd be paying a tip either way as well. So I feel like those cancel out as well. Biggest thing is the items. Like the restaurant will usually like mark up their items, and that's where they make up the cost to host their restaurant on the app. Okay, let me pull stream back up or chat back up. Okay. Let's see. So I didn't get anything that is going to like go like melt. So I'm gonna I want to finish this video, and then we'll move on, or we'll move into the show and tell portion of the stream. Let's see. I'll pause a little bit less too.
After about 15 minutes, I could feel my body completely relax. And from my N=1 experience, I can totally see how it would help me with recovery. It also wasn't as expensive as I expected. So after the float, I've still got $9,926 left over.
Oh.
With that high of a budget, I decided to hire my own personal chef. But again, not just any chef. I got a Michelin-trained, 11-time world record-breaking cook from Top Chef Canada in my kitchen, prepping my breakfast.
Top Chef.
He's going to be here.
10,000 is hard because even if the LeBron estimation is accurate, that is still like little over 2,700 a day. So you see what I mean? Like there's a lot in between $10 and 10K. I don't even know if he's gonna get to the 10K, if I'm being honest. You know me, I'll be honest.
At $500 per hour is going to run me a whopping $2,500. I hope it's worth it.
Do you know what's the key to not crying when you're cutting onions?
Toughen up, man up.
Always. That's a very Jim Bro thing to say.
Yeah.
A sharper knife.
Yep, sharp knife.
When you have a sharp knife.
Robbie taught me that recently, and I was like, that makes sense because our knives have gotten really dull.
You don't cry.
For breakfast, Wallace made me oyakadon, which is pretty much the Japanese version of a bro meal. It's basically just chicken, eggs, and rice, but Japanese style.
Go straight down.
What?
Grab, like,
That is
some
such an
eggs, some chicken, some
oversimplification.
onions, some rice. Grab some of this little like topping stuff.
Whatever.
Super good. Wow. Amazing. So fresh.
It's a great way to start the day.
Good to see Steph.
And this experience was really cool. Wallace just told me to send him the macros I wanted for each meal, and he said he'd
Y'all,
surprise me
dude,
with the dish.
y'all bullied her off the internet. Maybe one day I'll introduce y'all to All In. If we get a little bit more viewership, there's so much fitness content I would love to go over, and especially just introduce y'all to. There's so much, but one of them is Stephanie's All In, her series.
Ingredients for the breakfast actually only cost $6.46. So if you cook it yourself, it's definitely affordable. It also has great macros with 46 grams of protein. I'll post the full recipe in the description.
And even though today is the high budget day, I still keep it pretty minimal with the supplements. So with my breakfast, I have a multivitamin with ashwagandha, fish oil capsules, 5 grams of creatine monohydrate, and I do them in pills just for convenience, and vitamin D. And this is the cost of those supplements, so I'll add that to the daily total.
For my pre-workout meal, Wallace made me an amazing...
And this is the cost of the 5 grams of creatine monohydrate, and I do them in pills just for convenience. And
True Multi. I'd have to look at what's in the True Multi. True Multi. I'm assuming he got the men's. $20. That's not terrible. Well, how many days? 30. If it's good, that's fine. There's already vitamin K2 in here. There's vitamin K2 and vitamin D. There's a lot of vitamin D. So he doesn't even need this D3 and K2. Cause yeah, D3, yeah, K2. And actually, this video is old and it probably has so many, over 2,000 comments. I almost want to leave a comment because actually, for some populations, vitamin K has a risk of blood clotting. So if you are someone like you have an irregular heartbeat or just a history of heart problems, you have to be really diligent about the amount of K2 that you consume, especially if you're supplementing with it, because it can encourage clots to form, and then if you have an irregular heartbeat, you can, increases your risk of a heart attack or stroke. So, PSA, hey, PSA. Yeah, but I mean, even at the bare minimum, it's excessive. I know he has to try to rack up his bill here, but, so he's got that, and then fancy creatine, and then the omega. The omega is good, especially it's complementary. It'll help the absorption of some of the other vitamins, the fat soluble vitamins. That's another thing with taking a multivitamin is some of them are water soluble and some of them are fat soluble. Some of them you can take them on an empty stomach. Some of them you have to have with food.
And this is the cost of those supplements, so I'll add that to the daily total.
For my pre-workout meal, Wallace made me an amazing seafood risotto with lobster, scallops, and shrimp with high-protein rice plus some truffled caviar.
I don't even know if he's going to get to the 10K.
So you're going to get a good pump in the gym.
This was legitimately one of the best meals I've ever had. If you noticed, lobster tail was actually the most expensive protein source on my list, so all the food ingredients in this meal cost me $18.62. And as much as I wanted to, I couldn't blow the whole budget on Wallace's cooking, so I gave him a copy of the Muscle Ladder, he gave me a copy of his Guinness Book of World Records, and I told him I'd handle the last 2 meals myself. And I'll link his Instagram and YouTube in the description box. After the pre-workout meal, I've still got $7,400.93
all right. So that did chew a good bit into the budget.
And I'll link his Instagram and as much as I wanted to, I couldn't blow the whole budget on Wallace's cooking.
Okay, got it.
A copy of the Muscle Ladder, he gave me a copy of his Guinness Book of World Records, and I told him I'd handle the last 2 meals myself. And I'll link his Instagram and YouTube in the description box. After the pre-workout meal, I've still got $7,400.93 left for the rest of the
Okay, got it.
Pre-workout supplements, this time I figured I'd go to a local supplement shop and ask for their most expensive pre-workout.
I want you to tell me what your most expensive pre-workout is.
It's the Mammoth Pump.
Mammoth Pump. Okay.
Turns out it's Mammoth Pump High Intensity Pre-Workout, which was $65.99, which comes out to 87 cents per scoop. This time for my back workout, I hired a personal trainer. But again, this is the $10,000 budget day, so I didn't hire just any personal trainer. This is Joe Bennett, the OG hypertrophy coach. He's trained 6-time classic Mr. Olympia champ Chris Bumstead, 7-time 212 champ Flex Lewis, 2-time 212 champ Sean Clarita, Dana Lynn Bailey, and Hollywood celebrities like Dave Bautista.
Okay.
And he's going to take me through my back workout.
I think I've seen.
What's your hourly rate?
I think I've seen his collab with Dana. I'm not like that familiar with him though. All right.
700.
Is it?
Yeah.
We did a 5-exercise back workout.
700. I'm sorry.
He's going to take me through my back workout for today.
What's your hourly rate?
Oh, hourly.
Is it?
Yeah.
We did a
That's funny.
5-exercise back workout. A lat-focused cable row, pull-ups, deadlifts, a chest-supported machine row, and an incline cable pullover. And Joe gave me some cues for each movement that I honestly hadn't tried before. On the lat-focused cable row, he told me to not only think about driving my elbows down, which I already do, but also to keep them more tucked in.
I found I'm able to feel my lats in a stretch position really well.
Yeah.
But I haven't in the shortened position very well at all. That little cue of just tucking the elbows in more helped a lot. That's nice.
On the pull-ups,
He's giving the
he
game
engaged my
away.
lats better by slowing down toward the bottom.
Giving the $700 information away to us, the peasants, for free.
In the stretch, and keeping my elbows a little more tucked in. I had this tendency to really let them flare out.
Just focus on making sure you might have to actively feel like you're keeping your elbows in.
I can do that.
Yeah.
It's a little twisty twist.
Cooked.
That was good.
That's what I would call a twisty
It's a lot
twist.
harder when you tuck the elbows in, I'll tell you that.
For the deadlifts, we basically did a Romanian deadlift, but made it more back-focused by allowing for a little more knee bend and then extending the range of motion until my back was parallel with the floor. It was kind of a hybrid between a standard conventional deadlift and a Romanian deadlift, and it absolutely lit my spinal erectors up. For the chest-supported row, he also used a cue I'd somehow honestly never tried before, and it was simply to just keep my chest up throughout the entire row. Historically, I've always thought that I'd get a better stretch by allowing my upper back to round forward over the pad, but as Joe said, that really only stretches the erectors more, and it takes some of the slack out of the mid-traps. So by keeping my chest up, I was able to connect with my mid-back much better, and even though it sounds counterintuitive, I was able to get a better stretch in that mid-back area specifically by not rounding forward. On the very last set,
Yeah, I mean, I think part of that too. I mean, a lot of like little tips like that are, now I always do personally, I usually do chest up when I do that exercise. But I think a lot of that is just what you need and what your goals are, like the little tweaks like that. Like, you know, if you were someone who doesn't do a lot of deadlifting or deadlift variation or maybe heavy rows or anything, you need to work the erectors without doing those exercises, then you might want to have a little bit more rounding in your back and give them work that way.
we did an intensity technique to extend the set, which I'll let Joe explain.
And you're going to intentionally extend up, and then let it round back down, and you're going to round over the top. So you can round the position I was having you avoid before. We're going to round and do it. And then we're going to extend.
Oh, nice.
Whoa.
And then we're going to round over the top. So you can round the position I was having you.
When you see, and
then let it round back
this
down.
guy really isn't that big, but
technique to extend
which
the
is
set.
funny. But if you see big people that are big or strong people being strong and they're doing something that like you think is weird, there's a good chance that there's a reason for it.
On the very last set, we did an intensity technique to extend the set, which I'll let Joe explain.
And you're going to intentionally extend up, and then let it round back down, and you're going to round over the top. So you can round the position I was having you avoid before. We're going to round and do it. And then we're going to extend.
Oh, nice.
And then we're going to round over the top. Extend,
Interesting.
down. Last one, Jeff. Come on.
Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Yep.
Oh, buddy. If you haven't tried this before, I definitely recommend it. It'll smash your spinal erectors. For the last exercise, we set up the incline bench for cable lat pullovers, which was nice and stable, and Joe got me to really focus on letting my shoulder blades lift at the top and then pulling down and sweeping through. And I actually worked with Joe for 3 hours. It wasn't just training. He also
Yeah, that
helped me
looks cool.
mobilize
I've never done those on an incline bench. I've always done them on a flat bench.
my shoulders and gave me some very helpful posing tips as well. So the entire session ran me $2,100, leaving me with still $5,300.06 for the rest of the week.
Okay, for my post-workout meal, I'm just gonna order something on DoorDash. So I basically need something around 500 to 600
Imagine
calories,
this was sponsored by
35 to 40
DoorDash.
grams of protein.
Be pretty
what
crazy.
I usually get
is chicken pita. This post-workout chicken pita cost me $34.47, $15.23 for the meal itself, $4.24 for the delivery fee, and $15 for the tip. I think the main benefit of this slightly more expensive delivery meal is really just convenience. It's not like this pita is going to offer me any better gains than the significantly cheaper post-workout meal I had yesterday. And before the last meal of the day, I figured since I still have a lot of money left, I'd pay a visit to the most luxurious spa in the city. They did up a custom recovery package just for me, which included deep tissue massage focusing on my back and legs, and then a facial with some facial massage techniques I've never seen before. And of course, while the spa does offer more affordable options, for the custom, top-notch, Jeff Nippard luxury package, it ran me another $1,000. After that, it was time for meal 4. For that, I'm having this salmon meal from a local
How's
meal
he gonna
prep
get to the 10?
This is actually something I use quite often for convenience. It's not super expensive, but it is more costly than if you were to buy the individual items in bulk and prep it yourself. So this is salmon with rice, broccoli, mushrooms, and onions, and this meal cost me $10.44, which means I'm still about $4,000 under budget. I know this is a cop-out, but I really don't want to blow the money on a bunch of random recovery hacks that just don't have enough science to justify their price tag. So instead, I'm gonna run back to the gym and give the remaining money to a random subscriber.
Okay.
One question for the chance to win a mystery prize.
Of course I will. Yeah.
All right, let's go do it over here. Are you subscribed to Jeff Nippard on YouTube?
Of course I am.
You are? Let's see.
I'm subscribed.
He is subscribed. Confirm it.
I'm subscribed.
Ready for your prize?
My prize.
$4,000 US.
Holy shit.
That is crazy.
That's what you get, bro.
That is life improving, verging on life changing
Can you
money.
get just as jacked spending $10 a day versus $10,000 a day? Well, let's see.
We don't know. You spend it. What? I get it if you didn't want to like spend all of it on yourself, but you couldn't have even paid for like one more meal from my man here. We don't know. What do you mean? Don't act like you have the answers. You ain't got the answers. What? This is why I said there's a lot in between $10 and $10K. I'm mad. I'm angry. Like, what do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean, Kay? You didn't. We didn't. Okay. The answer is yes, probably, right? All right, hang on. I'll let the video finish, give my thoughts. I'll show you my groceries, and then we'll be done. Ugh.
Having a professional chef cook my meals was awesome. I think the biggest benefit there was that my macro-friendly meals just tasted so much better, which would make the dieting process feel easier. With that said, I actually still think you'd probably make the same gains doing the budget meals as the luxury meals, assuming the macros were the same. As for the personal trainer, Joe did exceed my expectations in terms of helping me lock in better and connect with the target muscles. It's hard to quantify how much of a difference training with him over the long term would make on my gains, but this recent study did show that people who had a personal trainer saw significantly more muscle growth than people who didn't. So I do feel like having someone there to work with you specifically and to motivate you probably would lead to better gains. That said, I suspect...
Well, and his knowledge and expertise too, not only having a coach, having someone there to like keep you accountable, make sure you're like not wasting any of your time in the gym, but then also like with that bodybuilding mindset or like specialty where he has the little tips, he has the little tricks, but he's also like he's engaging this guy here. He's engaging throughout the entire workout, you know, helping him do forced reps and stuff like that. So yeah, having a personal trainer or just a coach in general, a lot of people who do bodybuilding, they'll usually do online programming and they'll receive online coaching. Online programming and coaching are different. Friendly reminder, I have I have the most spots open for nutrition coaching, but then I have a few for strength and a couple for personal training.
That said, I suspect that as long as you can push yourself hard on your own, that difference probably would start to level off over time. There's so much good information online now that you can easily learn the basics for free. So I would say having a personal trainer is definitely a luxury, but not a necessity. The other recovery techniques definitely help me relax, and I do think they can help with recovery, but I still view them as supplementary, not mandatory. Keep in mind, research shows that you can get recovery benefits.
I bet all the face stuff felt so good. Because you don't get a lot of face action in a typical massage.
Shows that you can get recovery benefits at no cost by going for a walk outside. And that's free. Sleeping is also free, and probably the single best thing you can do for recovery. Training hard, training smart, and eating the right number of calories and protein for your goals are the most important things for getting fit. So I definitely think fitness is something anyone can work toward. Your approach doesn't need to be perfect to be effective.
If you want to get going on whatever fitness goal you have for yourself in 2025, whether that's losing fat, building muscle, gaining strength, or some combination, I'd recommend downloading Macro.
I can't be too mad
because
I just plugged my services again.
1,000 active users. So this isn't just another influencer app. We have a huge team dedicated
Not
to
just
making
another
the app as good as
influencer app.
possible, and we're constantly rolling out new features. So if you'd like to try it out for yourself, I'll put a link to a 2-week free trial in the description box down below.
I
All
would.
you have to do is use code Jeff when you download the app, and that'll get you 2 weeks for free. All right, that's it for this one, guys. Thank you so much.
So that's a 2-week trial. I wonder if Carbon, because the other best fitness nutrition guy in the biz, Layne Norton, has his own app. Layne Norton, if y'all don't know, this guy. But then also, from my understanding, Carbon, so if we scroll down here, a lot of people might be familiar with Mike Israetel. His nutrition coaching app is not cheap. It's a little bit more up there. I would say it's actually right in the middle of a cheap app and actual coaching. Layne Norton Carbon app cost. How much does Carbon cost? Yeah, per month, $10. So a little bit more. I wonder if they have any kind of trial. I'd be interested to compare the two.
Don't forget to leave me a thumbs up if you enjoyed the video. Subscribe if you haven't already. And I'll see you all here in the next one.
Goodbye. No. So what do we think? I think he just wanted, look, I like Jeff. I think he does good work. I think he's a very genuine guy. I think he's a very good guy. I think he just wanted to spend the $10K for the title. And that's it. I think that's it. I think he just wanted to spend the $10K on the title. That's it. I think there's not much more else to it. Because he didn't even follow through with the 10. But like I said, it's just, if he had a hard time spending $10K, what is a certified rich person to do? So I wish it were 10 versus, I mean, that's the only thing is 10 versus 100. Because 100 is still 100 times 30 is still $3,000 a month. That's about what LeBron claimed that he paid. However, I think what you could do is at that rate, you could do 2 weeks each, or maybe even 2 weeks cheap or 3 weeks cheap, get accustomed to it, and then do 1 week expensive. And then, so you're more accustomed to one, you're kind of getting more burnt out on the one. And then now you're trying the 3K a week, and it's not even the 3K a week, the $100 a day, and now it's a whole new experience. Or even what you could do, I mean, so 10 times 30, yeah, that's 300. So if he had done $100 a day, I mean, you could also do, you could have done 1,000 there, and you could have done 1 week 10, 1 week 100, 1 week 1,000, and still spend less than what you did. I get that the 10K sounds cooler as the title, but I mean the title itself too is also kind of vague. What does that mean? So I don't know. I think you could have made it bodybuilding on 10 versus 100 versus $1,000 a day. That's not even that long of a title. That's really similar to a Mr. Beast title. And you just, so if you did 1,000, yeah, you would have spent a similar amount of money. You could have done $7,000, which that would have been hard. But yeah, you just get the private chef, and just maybe not a private chef that was quite as expensive. But yeah, you're mostly dumping your money, I think, on a private chef if you're doing like $1,000 a day. But yeah, you just do 1 week each. Or again, you could even conflate it to where it's like $1 million. You could have made it $1 million and just do $2,700 for the month, and it's like you do the entire month, $2,700, a lot less than 10K, and then you could have said, if I did this for the whole year, it would be $1 million. You know what I mean? Like, because my problem with it, and I'm sorry, I'm very expressive. I'm sure the noises are annoying to some people, but we're just left with nothing. You know what I mean? Like, we saw like a good, hey, I spent $10 today on my fitness, and like that's doable for a lot of people. And I feel like that was the value. But then we see the 10K, and yeah, he's kind of dissecting some of it, like when he said like if you can't afford a massage, just go on a walk for recovery and sleep. Like, that's good. That's good advice. And I think the advice holds a little bit more weight since he actually like went through the day. I just think like we are left with not much information or not much of a takeaway, because yeah, like at the start of the video, we probably could have said like, yeah, you could get just as jacked one versus the other. But to also actually see, like, to actually like try to see the difference. Now, Jeff is very close to his genetic potential, I believe. So it would be hard. If he wanted to, you're either spending the money on somebody else to like experiment with, have somebody else be your guinea pig, or you're just kind of, I don't know, go through it and compare. But like, we wouldn't have many like measurable results because he is already so jacked for a natural person. He wouldn't be like, oh, I did 1 month on $10. Now, what would be cool, what would be interesting is if he did the 1 month on $10 a day, and if he like lost muscle. That would be crazy. And then if he gained it back on the like, 10K for the month, or $100 a day, or whatever. Do you know what I mean? Does that make sense? I just feel like there's a different way to do this to where we could have gotten more out of it, versus it was like literally like, I'm going to spend, what did he even spend? I'm going to spend $6,000. I'm going to spend $300 today. I'm going to spend $6,000 tomorrow, and then I'm going to call it a day. And I do think that's more engaging than if he just like said like, okay, red light therapy. But then that was another thing too, is like he didn't even try the other stuff that other people do because there wasn't enough science behind them. I was like, well, okay, name what those were. But I would have liked if he had at least tried them. You had the budget for it. So he might not have had the time to knock it all out in the day because he had the spa trip and the gym and cooking and like, eating. So he might not have had time to do every little possible thing. But yeah. And I think one of those was cryotherapy, which I think cryotherapy is way not worth it, especially if you're only in there for like 2 minutes. Okay, Robbie told me he's heading back, so I'm going to tell him, be like, okay, I should be done around 5, so I might still be going when you get in. So without further ado, not much longer. Without further ado, so we are not going to get to TikToks today. I think between me starting a little bit late and my camera issues, we will not be getting to the TikTok portion today, but that's totally fine. I'm happy with that. That's content we can do on another day, which is one less thing for me to plan for, I guess. Let's see. get this pulled up. All right, so I'm gonna kind of walk y'all through what I got. Here's what I'll do. I'll pull up music so you're not just like staring at this the whole time. There's me. Let's see. We didn't even like get super into like news today. Like I was thinking like if I had to vamp, we could like do the news. Oh, that's the only thing. It's not my 5 sweet treats, the better option snacks. 1 year ago though. I think it's still, we might do it. I want to have like days where I'm just like reacting to this kind of content. So that'll just be on one of those days. Bald on. I was checking out, there was some, you really only see bald Omni-Man, but I was looking up like it was like best fitness YouTubers right now, and someone on Reddit said bald Omni-Man, who started out I think as a meme page on Instagram. Playlists. Yeah, I'm very shameless about this. I rely on Ludwig for my music. I can turn. Oh yeah, I can turn this down a little bit because you still have to hear me. So last thing here to conclude. Actually, I mean, what am I doing? Oh, hold on. Oh, whoop. You know what? Well, I have to be open on here anyway. Here. This should take but a second. Where can OBS add existing? Okay. Yeah, there we go. Sorry, we gotta be full screen. Sorry, boot it. Let me turn this down. Okay. All right. This side looks so weird. Okay, anyway. Yeah, I think we're good. Yeah, okay. So, let's see. Actually, here's what I'm just gonna move these in front, and then I'm gonna sit in front of them. One of these is like just way heavier than the other. I like having these bags though. No, I'm good. I was just thinking if I had to change the title of the stream. So we're super low on oat milk. I got that thing on me. Let me sit back down. I keep that thing on me. Let's see. So I got 2 of them. This I use for coffee. It makes it so I don't have to use as much creamer in my coffee, which helps. I don't typically use, I totally forgot what I was gonna say. But usually any creamers, I prefer like an almond milk or an oat milk creamer because they're just usually like a little bit lower in fat. Robbie will be walking in here in a few. Oh yeah, I was just gonna say for like just drinking, I don't really use oat milk. Usually I'll use like a lactose-free cow's milk or soy milk. And then for some recipes I'll use soy milk, but usually I like only use oat milk for coffee. So it lasts a long time here. Also, I'm not in very good shape, but I do have to say this lighting is forgiving, and I have to be honest, I mean, it's probably more muscle than a lot of people on Twitch have. Not even women, just people. So I feel okay about it. I watch enough to know. I always joke, I'm like, My Charmander is a lot of people's Charizard. And that's the one, let me have that, because that is the one area where I will toot my horn. I do okay. But after like moving and just like a lot of life stuff, it's been difficult, but I'll make a video about that some other time. They had this in stock. I'm so excited. So almond milk creamer, usually just, not this one in particular, but a lot of like the oat milk creamers are a little bit more like simple ingredient, have a lot less crap in them and just like a simpler ingredient profile. But let me see. So I got that. So yeah, there you go. That's all in one spot. This is not low calorie. However, I recommend for snacks. I recommend a lot popcorn. However, I've been having some tummy troubles the last few months, and popcorn doesn't seem to agree with me anymore. So, puffed corn. But this is pretty high in fat. It's 11 grams of fat, so I have to be kind of choosy when I have it. Like on a day where I stream, I like do not eat very many calories at all, so I kind of have a little bit more leeway on like days like that. Fancy chips, gluten-free chips. I thought about doing, we're having tacos later. Yeah, we're having tacos later, and I just felt like flour, tortilla chips would have been redundant, but it's cool to go gluten-free when you can. Let's see. Oh yeah, here you go. Here's another snack. I'm excited to try these garlic parm pita chips. How are these? Way better. Way better. I'm like leaning in because it's like a directional mic. Let's see if I can scoot up. Way better profile. 5 fat, 19 carb, 1 fiber, 3 protein. That's really good for a snack. Biggest thing is it has gluten in it, so if you're gluten sensitive. These for a sweet treat. I love these. It's a little bit more, they come in like these little squares, so you're not just like eating 100 of them. And then they're just a little bit more satisfying for me than just like a bar of chocolate. This is for something else. Let's set that aside. This is the other sweet treat. Actually, and I've never tried this before. So you'll notice like there's like Aldi has really good like low calorie sweet options. But I didn't see, they have like a lower calorie or like simple ingredient cookie. But I couldn't find the chocolate chip. They only had the coconut, and I didn't want that. So, but yeah, I've never had these before. They look like German or something. You can always count on Aldi to have like the European snacks. That's most of the sweets. I have one more like dessert I'll show you. Bread. Sometimes, so typically this is just for anytime bread. Honestly, Robbie's probably gonna be eating more of this than me. But, cause usually I'll do either like a multigrain or like I'll do like a sprouted grain, like something like super nutritionally dense. But I don't turn my nose up at like really any bread. I will eat it, but I just probably won't be partaking in it as often. I needed more croutons. Welcome. I'm almost done. I'm just showing them the groceries. It's going to be, I'm setting aside all the parts of like, I'm trying to divvy them out into meals, but right now all they've seen is snacks. Let's see. That. And then it is a lot of carbs, but I mean like you need carbs to live. Most people, for like women Gen Pop, usually at least 180 grams of carbs a day. And actually when they, most people, especially women, are typically pleasantly surprised by like how much they can actually eat when we start like monitoring nutrition and, if appropriate, macros. So I don't know. Let's see. So it is a lot of carbs, a lot of snacky stuff, but let's see. Separate these. All right, and then so these go together. Actually, yeah. All right, so you go with you, fellas. You ever at the grocery store about to act up? Let's see. I didn't know they had it individually packed. So I got that, and so some of these. Let's see. Some of these are for meals that I already like had stuff for, but I'll kind of walk through that. But so I have these mini naans. These are gonna go with, I have other seasonings obviously, but these are gonna go with the ground beef, which goes with the oregano, which goes with other seasonings I have to make like a Greek ground beef situation. To go with this, tzatziki, cucumber, dill, dip. I'm probably gonna like lay that down as my base, and then we have tahini here as well. Oh yeah, and the cucumber will go with that too. So that's like and we have feta cheese in the fridge already. So that's gonna be kind of my like high protein Greek wrap situation. So we got that, and then for breakfast, especially when I'm streaming like something really quick, I just got brioche bagels. And these are crazy. These sausages. These are, for one link, it's 2.5 fat, 1 carb, 5 protein. So like, compare that to like, for a typical link, I think you're looking at double the fat, maybe more, especially for a link this size. So these are really good, and it's chicken, and it's fully cooked, so you just gotta get like a sear on each side. So that's the Greek taco situation. And then, you're not gonna see all the ingredients I have for this one. This one I might be making if I do like a cooking stream like Saturday, Friday or Saturday or Sunday. But I might be doing like a high protein chicken and dumpling soup. So I got this pulled rotisserie chicken. It was pretty affordable from Aldi. And then I just got a couple cans of cream of chicken, and then I have seasonings obviously, and then in the fridge I'm probably gonna cut this with chicken stock. And then between that, I think all I need is like peas and carrots. Oh yeah, and then for the dumplings, I just do gnocchi. It is so easy. It is so easy, and it like fulfills that like dumpling sensation. But so that is for later, so I'm probably gonna prep that over the weekend to have during the week. And for tonight, I don't have all the pieces parts here because some of them are in the fridge already. But we're gonna be doing carnitas tacos. I'm doing like a carnitas, like a lote situation, so I'm gonna be making like a Mexican street corn type corn. And then so that's gonna have like cheese, lime, corn, of course, and I think some seasonings. And then this is, since it's pork, it's a little bit higher fat. For a serving it's 15 grams, but I'm probably only gonna have a serving each time. Then 3 carbs and 20 protein though. So the biggest goal is always to just have your protein be higher than your fat, typically if it's a protein source. That's why actually I had to break some people towards the end there of like the mindset, or not towards the end, but like in recent years, away from the mindset of like peanut butter is a protein source, because then people just think like, oh, I had a serving of peanut butter, it was protein, and I'm like, I'm like, you had like 20 grams of fat with some protein, which is fine, and like that's a great source. Peanut butter is great, and you need fat to like live. But when you're divvying up your day or you're looking at what's my source of what, peanut butter is not like a protein source. I was out to like cover my bases. And then for fun, in a pinch or being lazy, I got these bad boys right here. These are pretty good. These are, between two of them, they are really filling. And it's just like pepperoni pizza on a French bread. And honestly, 32 fat, 90 carb is pretty gnarly. I'm not even gonna try to justify these. These are just like fun in a pinch, taste good. Maybe on the weekend. And then this is also a fun one. Pizza cookie. And this is like maybe like on the weekend for fun. We got like pizza from a nice restaurant by us recently, and they had like a Pizookie situation, and it was not this size. And I think Robbie prefers like the taste and texture of this better. So I kind of wanted just like some redemption, justice for us, for our taste buds. So yeah, and this between the snacks. So if you think about it, between all the snacks, everything I got, not all of the, most of these are not like full meals. I do have some stuff already, but between all of this is gonna cover me for about a week. And yeah, so if like, so any of the snacks on top of all the ingredients. And again, it was like less than $100, so not bad. But I gotta go put all this stuff up. And I gotta cook it. I'm just gonna make the tacos. I have the innards for the tacos. I have the tortillas. I do hate eating more tortillas than I need to, so I got the tiny little street taco tortillas. We're gonna do that, and then I already have like a lot of the innards, so this is just like, this is heat and serve. I think the corn I just have to assemble, and then yeah, and then just throw it in a wrap. So I'll be going to make that, and then yeah, hopefully I see y'all again Friday, Saturday, or something. If you tuned in at any point, thank you so much if you're still here. I hope you have a fantastic day, evening, night, morning, wherever you are. If you made it this far, thank you so much. And